Hello there. This is Malak, and welcome to episode 9 of my Ostranauts long play series. Well, it's slow. So I had I started searching all the boxes because I figured that what we need most of all is storage, and I found eventually a tote. So there's a tote here. I'm gonna pull that out and shove it on the floor. The tote already contains a shed load of stuff. We've got a fire extinguisher, some more pills, heat sinks, motors, motherboards. We are going to end up leaving behind stuff at this point. One thing I did notice, though, is that these crates are underneath these bins. So I don't know whether these crates can just be moved around and shoved underneath these, like these bins here, these wall-mounted bins. Are they the same as my wall-mounted rack? Can I put one of these crates, which is only like 9 storage for 4, but it's kind of portable. It's kind of like a dolly in a way, but like not. You know what I mean? So that's a whole thing, which I can do stuff, and I've been prying them open. But yeah, yeah, I've got a tote. But what I'm gonna do is, there's the tote. What we can do is, anything that's in my backpack, that can go into the tote will do so. Anything that's unique that doesn't necessarily stack with anything, like motors that are in the tote, and the conduits to a point, but let's do that. What's the beep? What's the beep? I heard a beep. Okay. It's probably fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. So, I guess anything else that can squeeze in this backpack I should do. See, all these motors. I don't know how many motors I need, but they don't stack, which is annoying. To be honest, at no point does the, what I like is that now this new suit's got better sensors. At no point does the pressure or the oxygen in this cabin go dangerously low when it has to redo its thing. But anyway, inventory of the dolly, put that in there. I'm gonna pick up the dolly and I'm gonna bring it with me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it kind of here-ish. Oh, the bed is in the way. There we go. So there's my dolly. My dolly. I'm going to grab the tote, and then I'm just going to move around grabbing components. So anywhere where there's inventory, I'm just going to keep on opening it, excuse me, grabbing anything that stacks, actually. Yeah, anything that stacks that's like components. Let's pry this one open with the crowbar. Again, there was a little bleep, but is it part of the background music? Okay, we've got a lot of small mechanical parts now. What is this? Bottle of vodka? I mean, I have nowhere to actually put that in my inventory and whatever. But I feel like a bottle of vodka. The bottle's a bit knackered, but let's put that in the tote as well. A slugger. A rare wooden version of the classic pickup weapon from an old English pastime. So basically, it's a baseball bat kind of thing. Ooh, the laser torch. It's a bit knackered, but that's incredibly valuable. That's really, really valuable. Knuckle dusters. I feel like it's arming me for like when things go really badly. Again, more mechanical parts. And scrap carbon fiber. Scrap aluminium. There's so many things. I think I need to take this torch and the vodka back and continue the looting. I just need another tote bag. Like, seriously, I need another tote bag. It's, So the vodka can... Well, let's open up the inventory of this, my proper backpack. Oh my god, but it is full. Holy crap. Where do I put things? Well, there it was again. It was like, whoop. Well, the oxygen and the battery of the suit are looking good. The battery's running out faster by about 2 times than the oxygen. The CO2 filter is 100%. Oxygen obviously is depleting. The battery is depleting. It's fine though. I think I'm just gonna have to break down one of the walls. Although the internal walls here are perfect for it, actually. Yeah. I'm gonna uninstall this wall. Not enough inventory space to carry the angle grinder. Fair. That's fair, actually. Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Let's put the vodka back in there. Let's put the tote bag also in there. Let's put the work light. Hang on. There. And then you shouldn't automatically just go get the right tool. There we go. The grinder is now in hand. And it's time to take out a wall. And with any luck, we get no purple tentacle monsters. That would be ideal. It's like Mind Over Magic all over again. For those of you who follow that series. And at some point, I then have to take out one of the exterior walls. And start building up the outside of my ship. God, I could actually make quite an expansion. Again, as long as we get no freaky things happening. But we'll see about that, I guess. Again, a brief blip. And I have no idea what's making it happen. It's probably nothing. It's fine. Well, worst case, I call for help. You know, as the old saying goes, you know, in space, everyone can hear you scream, is the phrase, I believe, isn't it? Yeah. So if I scream for help, people will come and help. Dead simple. And worst case scenario, we can start storing things on the outside of the ship. Like if we can't... Yeah. Because I can get rid of all these interior walls. Looks like the conduits persist. I think the conduits are kind of up in the ceiling, based on my understanding. This poster's going to just fall on the floor, which is fine, whatever. Again, I don't know what's going on. Is it because of this? Cool. I have no idea. This is part that should probably be skipped. I could do that. Like, I know I don't normally do cuts like that, and it's not going to be a fancy cut with a transition effect or anything like that. It's just literally just going to be a jarring dunk. But I can do that. I think, although I've gotten to that point now where I'm thinking I've gotten quite far along breaching the outer hull so that I can get access to the outside is going to be a whole thing. So maybe we should just do that anyway. We've got these two thrusters. One of them's broken. Okay, I needed a different tool for this. That's fine. So I'm going to take this thruster off. These brown bins, I mean, I could reinstall them somewhere, but I think they're a bit small for me, though, aren't they? The bed is a potential thing to grab, though. This RCS thruster is definitely one to keep and potentially install on my larger upgraded ship. More thrust is always good. Where'd it go? It's probably gone outside, hasn't it? We all know deep down that it's gone outside. A manual and a... What the fuck is that? An Astra bristle. Oh, it's a toothbrush. It actually does look like a toothbrush. Cool. Let's uninstall this bulkhead bin. And then we're gonna open up... Because I suspect we need more than a narrow one. Or then again, one might be enough. I don't know. Oh boy. I'm not so sure about this, but it is what it is. Because what if that bleep means, like, proximity, like motion sensors? You know, motion within 5 meters. Well, there's the thruster. Okay, well, we can get out through there. Now let's... Oh, ugh. Well, I mean, actually, an autosave at this point is not a bad thing. Okay. Install this wall. There? Why won't it... And then float? No, just keep dragging. That's cool. I mean, no purple tentacle monsters yet, so I'm pleased about that. Yeah, so I've automatically gone and got the welder. Yeah, this is fine. Look, we're doing ship things. Now, obviously, this battery will have to be removed. Didn't think about that. I think I should just expand it out at 1 block more. I don't want to leave myself with no thrusters, or only one thruster. I don't even want to do that. But what I could do... See, now I'm doing mental arithmetic and gymnastics and stuff. I should probably do this bit first and then bring that in, but... I'm kind of eager to get things done. Let's move things a bit faster. So regardless of what happens, we need this second piece of wall here. And nothing bad happens, so we can do a time skip, I think. And then I can unpause it the moment bad things happen. Oh, local authority... Maybe that was it. I don't know. That's a wall, and it's the kind of wall I don't actually care for. So, let's just get all of these not care for walls out. Open up this, which tote is the one that's... Not that one. Yeah. We can then turn around and install some of these floors. Sometimes it just doesn't want to do the good thing. You can't drag this item. What if I just place the item here? What if I then... It doesn't like it. It might be because... Yeah, I think I know what I think I know what it is. I think there we go. Things are happening. Cool. There we go. I think it's because I'm on this ship and I'm trying to build on a different ship. It's saying no because it thinks that the ship that I'm on is the ship that I want to build onto, and it's like, nope, you can't do that. Which is why the coloration, the lighting changes subtly when I transition between the... Okay, well the bleep is nothing to do with the other... Okay, well let's keep going. Let's just keep swimming. So what I think I'm going to do at this point, it can all be mismatching floors, I don't care. I'm going to build the floors out, move the thruster out by 1, but I want to get everything in place ready for that. Just looking to see where the thrusters have... You know what I could do? So yeah, looking at this thruster, the power needs to be in the middle, which means I should build, here's a conduit. So if I install this conduit here... Screwdriver, yeah, okay. That means when I move this thing, the conduit will already be ready to power it. Because I want to pick this up and move it one tile. It means the batteries can stay where they are. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this offline, shall we? I think I'm settled on the idea of going like double-length episodes for this series. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I just need to go and find... I can definitely reach that location, don't scare me. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on do a bit of maintenance and expansion and see if we can figure this out. And then go from there. Because if I can expand the ship out all the way that way, I can move the nav station against the wall. I can maybe make this, maybe even better, have these thruster things all good. I could even just run off this suit. That would be dangerous, but you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah. And it bleeped while it was paused just then, so maybe the bleeping is completely irrelevant. That would be my ideal answer. Need to do these walls there. Yeah. There's things that need doing. So, okay. So yeah, that's it. No, it's not that. I'm just gonna pause it, and then you guys can. Yeah. So yes, I'm just gonna. Yeah. See you in a bit, or if something bad happens. Oh dear. Yeah. Time skipper time. Let's do a little bit of a... Hang on. Let's do this. Yeah. Hi. Anyway, hi. We're back. So, I've just been moving walls around. And conduits. So, not much has happened. But then suddenly, boom, this happened. So... It's a thing. I think we've just hit midnight. So an event has happened. Can't believe we're this many. This is like real-time game. Like, don't get me wrong. You know, we're on episode 9. Oh, the music has suddenly stopped. I think it got bored. But then we've not even had 24 hours of game yet, because I don't think we started at midnight. Wow. So yeah, this is like the most real-time gamey thing that I've played in a long time. Except 1 hour, 1 life, where each minute you grow a year, and you start from being born to dying at 60. That's the you know, that kind of game. But like for a game where time can be sped up and slowed down, yeah, I'm not speeding it up at a huge amount. But either way, so under time, 4th shift ends, and the change in the atmosphere is unmistakable. Shipbreakers stop sparking their hand torches. I mean, I sure. Long-armed construction waldos drop their grip and drift away from wrecked hulls. 2 clicks out, a cargo hauler cuts its reactor, and the entire rig burns down like a cold ember in the dark. Untime. The closest anyone out here will ever get to a Sabbath. 20 minutes and 58 glorious seconds welded to the end of a shift of shift 4. A seemingly insignificant stretch of time remaining, like loose change after the rest of the hours are divided, counted and spent. In the beginning, untime was merely a quirk of the new celestial calendar, a more even way to divide the year now that humanity had uncoupled itself from Earth and its overwrought lunar calendar. But that was decades ago. These days, untime is for rest, for conversation, for anything at all that won't turn a buck for the bosses. As for the managers who choose not to observe this fine tradition, 2 weeks ago, one of them fell from a labor barge and hit every ship on the way down. Cool. That's yay. So that's the whole thing. I don't know then exactly. See, as you can see, I've been building walls and conduits, and I've moved the thruster to the side. I've detached one of the batteries. The remaining battery it's 3 hours, 22 minutes of charge at current usage. It's fine. Nothing bad has happened on this ship. I've just been taking walls apart and stuff. So, so yeah, I've been running time a little bit faster. So what the hell happens now? Like, obviously I need to focus on building the walls in so that this barge will start moving again. And probably restore that. Oh, I can't because I'm having to juggle a lot of tools at this point. But I've found that if I just chuck one on the ground, my character will drift off and get the appropriate one and drift back. So I can kind of keep leaving them on the floor, which is kind of the sort of thing you'd basically expect from someone just throwing together some stuff. And the reason why I've restored that is because it's the corner. It's you can't restore it from the inside. So I'm just gonna like do some restoration work. I'll just put my drill down there on the corners to make sure that they're good. Unable to comply, missing a soldering tool. I had a soldering tool, didn't I? I did have a soldering tool. I thought. Or did I put it down somewhere? But then surely I'd know where it was. Ah, but then if it's on the other ship... I think I might have put it down somewhere here. Which would have been obviously a thing to remember. A thing to remember. I thought I had a soldering tool. Don't tell me I've lost my soldering tool. That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? Oh, I bet I've put it in like a sack or something like that. I hope I have. Maybe not. Maybe so. I don't know. Damn it. Well, hang on a second. Isn't this something that... Soldering, cutting, welding. Charge 0, though. Well, the laser torch itself would be useful. But I need a battery for it, and I don't have one. But that would then solve all my troubles. Damn it, where's my soldering iron? Let me just put everything back in the toolbox. So it's a thingy thing. A thingy thing. Oh, there's a EVA suit down here, which I didn't even notice. I don't know what brand it is, but it's not the basic one. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the fact that I've just lost my soldering iron. I bet... Did I flee that other ship, leaving my soldering iron behind? That would be a problem. Now, thankfully, I don't think I need the soldering iron. Like, I can carry on with things. But yeah, missing a soldering iron. I think I might have to just buy another one. Or get a battery for this laser torch welder thing. Because that will then... there might be one somewhere on this derelict, to be fair. It is what it is. It's mistakes get made. It's not an unusual thing. So I don't know what happens is untime. I mean, I'm a little bit hungry, but I'm adequately rested. So I'm just going to carry on working without a soldering iron. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's a whole thing. Oh, hang on, I'm on the move. Wait, there's a soldering iron. I am so confused. Did I just... What? I'm not gonna question it. I think I might have put it down, but because his hands were full or he was on the wrong ship, therefore he just decided that he couldn't do it. Ah, whatever. I'm going to continue my little upgrade of the ship. Speed time up a little bit at least. Fixing things, building things, making walls, all of the good stuff, yo. I've not seen any tentacle monsters, which is a good thing for me. Definitely a good thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to uninstall some of these things, because that's good. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to uninstall them all. And then you have to be standing on the ship you want to add to in order to issue things, but you can point at things on other ships to install. You just have to be standing on the one in question in order for it to do the thing. You know what I'm saying. I assume at some point I'll need to rest, but at the moment it's not really given me any necessity to do that. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna do a whole thing, and just, yeah, keep building walls, I suppose. Which is kind of like this. Yeah, we will continue our job. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. And another brief little break. Hello there. So, bit of a time skip there. But as you can see, we have built a box, moved things around a little bit. There's not quite enough space for me to do things as I want, but it's a work in progress. Obviously, I've disassembled all the internal walls to expose some dodgy flaws. Look at that floor tile. That doesn't match with the theme, the thing. So now we, in theory, have enough space for the dolly, but obviously we've got a lot of random walls that I just need to kind of squidge out the way. I don't know what squidge out the way means, but you know what I'm saying. One thing I did spot, which may or may not cause problems, is that I had inadvertently powered down the transponder. And also I can't reach that particular task because the floor's inaccessible. Eventually I will expand this ship so that all of the systems are expandable. I kind of want... I don't know what I want. We'll figure it out. Now, if you'll notice, I actually installed one of the spare thruster, the little RCS thruster, and I've put them at either end, moved the nav station against the wall. There's one battery, one uninstalled. But I can reinstall that battery, squeeze it somewhere. I don't know exactly where. It'll probably have to be after I've docked with the station, and maybe I can look at getting the O2 pump put somewhere else and put the battery there, or I don't know. I feel like my ship is going to just get a lot larger over time because I just want a bigger ship. Because I want like corridors and storage and a bed. There's a lot of things that I want at the moment. So yeah. But at the moment the thing is good. I've got my suit on still. I'm missing having the backpack, but this suit is way better. Like, it is so much better. It's unfathomably better. So yeah, that's the whole thing. We enjoying the cool new thing. So I'm just going to check the contents of the dolly. The dolly is doing dolly things. Good. Got that backpack I'm just going to put in my offhand, because backpacks are nice. Shame we don't have space for one anymore. Put that tote in there. The mechanical parts can also, like, go somewhere. Not directly in the dolly, apparently. Weird. I guess those parts are just... I don't know. Weird. That welder can go in there. Mechanical parts. But yeah, that welder, getting that laser torch up and running would be nice. But as you can see, it's kind of like an ever going build up of stuff, and I need to, like, this has been great for upgrading the ship, this little trip. But I can't say that it's been particularly good profit wise. And I'm hoping that we don't end up getting utterly, like, fined and annihilated back to the Stone Age when it comes to oh, I love the fact that the bed can go in the dolly. That's nice. It's a bit knackered, but we can fix it up. We can fix it up. I'd be tempted to grab this other thruster, but thrusters are pretty common. I think we can survive without. At this point, I'm kind of feeling like we just need to do another little run around here, find anything valuable, and then just skedaddle. I think when we dock, there might be problems, and the reason why I'm saying that there might be problems when we dock. Hang on, let's pick up the dolly, and bring it back in the ship, because we don't really need it out here, because I don't think there are any cans really. I mean, if there are, and there's any, yeah, whatever. The point is stuff. There we go. When I looked at the transponder control panel and switched it back on, it said wanted. Now, it might well be that because the transponder went offline, I'm going to get that when it came back on, they're like, whoa, what have you been up to? And I'm like, there was a power failure. So it might very well be a problem when when I get back to the station. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Power failure resulting in things. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, we're just gonna have a little wander around. I guess we can we squeeze a crate into the ship? I mean, we can't, because we've been dumb. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these floors on the dolly, and I'm going to see if we can have a crate. You know? See, the dolly's got a load of other crap on it, but I mean, that's about the only amount of space I can really save. That's okay. So the dolly is full of stuff. A lot of it is probably not needed to be on the dolly, but we've got so much crap now. We need storage space. Obviously the ship is a bit bigger now. That power conduit's to power the transponder, so I think it's been missing for a while, that transponder. I think we lost that quite early on. But it is what it is, you know, it is what it is. Can't really help it. Can't really help it. So yeah, we're gonna be in trouble for that. It is what it is. There's a battery. It's getting pretty low, that battery, actually. We've been out here a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look inside this crate, realize there's nothing in it. I'm going to pick up the crate, and I'm just going to drag the crate around and start filling it full of stuff. That's trash. We don't need that. Nothing in there. We've got a blister seal. Well, that's a good thing. We've got some pills. We've got pills here. This other crate has some stuff in there. I don't know how valuable some of these things are. My character doesn't think they're particularly valuable. Okay, so that's docking bay number 4, or storage bay 4 is searched. Nothing there. Fire extinguisher could be useful. We can get rid of the pill bottles if the pills are alright. Like, come on. Okay. Oh, this is this one again. Got power drill. I mean, the power drill is going to be worth something, but I don't think it's going to be worth that much. Ammo. Give me that ammo. The spare screen. Yeah, because that's one thing we don't have. If something gets damaged that needs a screen, oh, there's another backpack. Sure. More motors, I suppose. But another backpack is perfect. That's the sort of thing we can just put on the dolly and not worry about anything. Okay, more spare parts for construction. Okay. That's I mean, it's so big. We can't fit that anywhere. Worth a lot, though. Worth quite a bit. We could squeeze that on a dolly, but the dolly would have to be mostly empty. Because that's a installed structure. It would require the dolly, and it would take up most of the dolly. N2 tanks. We do like N2 tanks, but we've got no easy way of storing them right now. Except, obviously, we've now got this crate. Does the crate act like a dolly? That is a good question. I don't know the answer to that question. We could look for one of these tanks that's got quite a bit of nitrogen in it. You know, something that's going to be worth cashing in, like that one. Oh, I need to get a tool to uninstall. Let's just go loot and figure it out as we go along. Now I'm obsessed with the yeah. Let's cancel that task. Mech parts. Electrical parts. More electrical parts. Quite a lot of electrical parts. CO2 can. I doubt CO2 is worth anything. I could be wrong, but I don't think it will be. There's a knackered cooler, some trash, pants. With pockets. I don't have any pants, so pants with pockets, some coveralls. They're not really worth that much. So I could end up with just a t-shirt and pants instead of the coveralls. And then I'll feel a little bit more like a human being rather than a machine that the man ends up forcing to slave away. Because I'm not that anymore. Because I got away. I got out of that life. Now I slave away for my own gain. And paying back the bank. But let's move on from that. At least the bank don't really care what I do day to day, as long as I pay things. As long as I pay. As long as I pay my mortgage 4 times a day. It's so wild. 4 times a day. Lol. Oh, hang on, that's trash. Let's get rid of the trash. Jeez. Don't need to store trash. Okay, let's open up these bulkheads. Oh, look at that. We got carbon fiber. We got mechanical parts. But, you know, we got so many mechanical parts. Scrap aluminium. Scrap steel. Okay. Scrap steel. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? No, it's that one. Mechanical parts. Again. What's in this crate? Ooh. We've got another one of those things. We got another display. Say they stack. They don't stack. But 2 displays would be good. Pressure suit, helmet. I mean, they're worth it. They're worth some stuff. And remember, I can just chuck things into the crate. Pocket knife. Not really worth anything. The water's actually worth a bit, but there's almost zero mass on that. There can't be that much in there. I'm just going to put another heat sink there. Infantry in the bulkhead bin. Pry open this crate. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We've got pills again. Gunmetal coveralls. Mechanical parts. I mean, I'm getting to the point now where I feel like I've probably got enough mechanical parts. Like, I don't know. Oh, and a handgun. Ooh. Pew pew. Okay. This corner bin. Mechanical parts. Scrap carbon fiber. Yeah, I've stopped with the mechanical parts for now. Because I just feel like I've got so many. Like, I don't know how many is a lot. But I know what I've got is a plenty, surely. I don't know why I'm trashing the trash. But I just am. MHD generator. Oh, geez, what is this? Magnetohydrodynamic generator. Employs magnets along the path of the reactor's plasma flow and exhaust cycle to produce conventional power generation. I mean, cool. Yeah. The reactor either got... I mean, the reactor must have just got stolen. Okay, last bay. Pry this one open. We have a crate of stuff. Screens, hygiene packs. I feel like hygiene packs, they weren't that valuable, but they stack, so... we've got 2 screens, we've got loads of motors, more motherboards. Let's put more motherboards in here. But then we can always kind of swap them out if we decide we don't want them. Electronic parts. Oh, we can't actually have any more. God damn it. Mechanical parts, scrap aluminium. Carbon fiber. We got another motherboard, but to be fair, we don't really have the space for it. A t-shirt. I mean, it's not worth much. Kind of like it, though. Better than these coveralls. Look at this bin full of stuff. Scrap aluminium. Where'd it go? Stop doing that. Carbon fiber. Mechanical parts, say we've got so many. I think that's everything. I think that's everything. Feasibly. And this crate of stuff. 2 backpacks. It's like, what the fuck? So this crate can just be shoved here. And the backpacks, I guess, could just be shoved here as well. My god, I don't even know what to do with all of this stuff. But I do know that the battery's running a bit low. And we've got potentially a wantedness about us. The battery's at 50% for the suit. That's good. We are now secure. I feel like close these 2 backpacks and the crate. that as well. The EV suit can just sort of stay. The lamp's somewhere, draining battery power, I think. Yep. Just pull that into my hand and switch it off. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is a lot. Just chuck this over here. Just, I don't know what to do with all of this. Like, a lot of this isn't stuff that I even want to sell. I think I just need to get back to base. Find out what I owe the authorities for my transponder failing, which I think is probably what's going to happen. But at least I can find out what the deal is with that. External atmosphere looks good, so helmet is fine. I don't even know what to do or where to put things or anything. I'm very yeah. Yeah. It's funny though. I don't even have a way to change. That's actually kind of funny as well. Let's get back to base. I can get back to the station. Even with my helmet on. Let's just back away and get back to the station. Oh, it's all the way over there. I'm just rolling in and out. Okay, looks like we're heading roughly in the right sort of direction. There we go. Oh man, that was a bloody find. Maybe I should put the game signs on. How did the game sounds go off again? I have no clue. But they did. So yeah, unfortunately, I feel like I'm just gonna get into trouble now. But maybe if I can dock, pay the fines, assuming that I'm allowed to dock. I don't know. We'll see, I suppose. I got special circumstances. Had a bit of trouble docking there. Got the power reserve warning and proximity warnings. I think it was the proximity of the asteroid. But I'm gonna just cruise into yeah. Match speed, please. And once that has been done, yep. Clear the proximity warning. Oh, please let me in. Okay, looks like I can still dock. That's good. Yeah, that throttle is actually a good shout, just to make these maneuvers a bit better. Yeah, I know, I know. Well, hopefully we can, as I say, pay a fine or whatever. I honestly don't know what's going to happen. So, I think this crate and not everything on it, but I think the crate itself is probably just going to end up, hang on, the crate was underneath things, so I should probably check to see if I can put it underneath this rack. But I think we can, oh boy, deal with the authorities possibly soon. I don't know. Let's get this suit off. But before we do anything, the battery. Let's get the helmet off. Oh my god, it's weird how much suddenly clearer that actually is. Let's take the battery out. Let's just get the basics on. It clears up some space. There we go. Now I've got my backpack. And the process of organizing and sorting and all of those things is gonna be a bit of a thing. But this battery needs recharging. Oh, I can just swap, obviously, the, yeah. No, don't open the airlock. I wasn't actually after the airlock. EVA suit. Inventory. So there's that. I'm assuming... I don't know. I assume a lot of things. So what I really need to do is think, right, how many of these motors do I actually need? Are they even worth selling? Like, there's a lot. And I think that there's going to be, I could probably put a storage rack there of some sort. Probably should have ripped out one of the ones from that derelict and put it there. But there was so much to do on that derelict. I feel like I need to go and see if the authorities have anything to say. They might. They might. I feel like they will. God, I'm so glad you can rotate things. It just makes storing things so much easier. I don't need multiple of these lamps. So I'm just going to have this lamp in my hand. Double check that I do actually still have one in the toolbox. I don't need multiple of them. I just don't, you know? I just don't. So I'm going to sell this one. Because I'm hoarding things. I'm doing what I normally do and hoarding things. Yeah. But either way, am I going to get arrested? You have an outstanding arrest warrant. A stolen ship. It's not a stolen ship. I literally have a mortgage on it. I mean, I'll pay these fees. But that's just all Port Authority for docking. A stolen ship? Oh, fine, you're bringing me in. Bring me in, then. Ugh. Surrender to officer. They hold you before an Essex magistrate for judgment, leaving your ship and gear behind. You can beg for just a fine. A fine. Installments. I can actually afford just to pay that. Lump sum. It's almost like they want you to break the rules so they can extract more fines from you. You sign the ream of paperwork. In tight cuffs. New fine added. Confirm. And I guess that, yeah, it's already paid. Okay. That wasn't terrible. Having a stock of money. See, my ship is still my ship. I think it's probably because of the transponder. That's what I think. Or maybe the previous time when I docked a ship. I mean, stealing a ship? I think that's a bit weird. I think it was the transponder. They're just like, hang on a second, you're on a ship without a transponder. Naughty, naughty. That must be stolen. Because there's no proof of the ship is actually mine. The transponder is the key thing. Which is a pain, but it just means I have to make sure that this transponder stays powered. The ship has been upgraded quite a bit. I'm quite pleased with it. I'm going to have to go through all of this equipment. I'm going to have to go to that other place, buy another rack of some sort or storage. You know, this crate has a 3x3 grid. Gunmetal coveralls. Well, I like that. They're a bit tatty, but I like how grey is unsuitable for a wedding unless you attend planning to kill someone. So if you arrive at the wedding in grey and they're like, what? Oh no, that's not appropriate. And you turn around to them and say, oh no, don't worry, I'm here to kill someone. And they're like, oh, no, that's alright. No, carry on. Like suddenly it's suitable now. Now that as long as you're going to kill someone. But yeah, I need to go through all of this. The crate is a storage space. The rack is a better storage space, but obviously it's not portable, which is why it's better, even though, you know. Yeah, there's a whole lot. So the crate is definitely something I can just fill. I think I'll fill the crate full of stuff I want to sell, which will be the worst motors. I don't even know how many motors I need. I just need some high-density storage. That's what I need. Put another thing on a rack. Maybe a 3-width rack here. That's not a bad idea. I can't get to these thrusters, but that's fine. They don't really need anything, but they just work. So it looks like these intakes just have to be on the ship somewhere. I like it. So, yeah, I just need to figure out storage for things. And, like, there's a lot of different things. Like, for example, there's things like motors that don't stack. There's lots of other things that do stack. But now I've got a lot of bits for repairing broken things. I don't even know whether I really need this much stuff for repairing broken things. You know, so the ship is in good nick. There's a few dodgy bits, like that floor that I can't technically get to, but I think that I've got enough wallage. Like I say, I could depressurize the ship, start adding more floors, and use these wall parts. Because extending the ship downward by 1, or 2, or 3 only requires 2 wall pieces per thing. You know, you build a wall piece there, and then you can just extend all of these down by 1 as long as you add the floors. The floors seem quite cheap. So it would be nice to have downwards by another 1 would be okay, but 3 would be better, because then I can put the batteries in a bit better with walkways between them. But it is all it's all a thing. It is all a thing. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll go through and organize all of the things. Yeah, I'll organize all of the things. Like, I'll probably just get all of the different bits of scrap stuff and just fill my backpack with all of the scrap that I have. I could have a scrap pack. Like, that backpack there could be a scrap pack. That seems like a reasonable option. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. next time, or between now and next time, whatever. That's it for today. That's all, folks. Cheerio. Oh God.